Está ahí, señores. Está ahí el fenómeno. Está ahí el fenómeno.
Bunch of dog. Who the blood clot this? Wanna stay up on the doggy? The dog them a ride the raft.
Come on, man, boy.
Stay safe, guys. It's no longer a safe out. Lord.
Hurricane Beryl will hit the Cayman Islands and will hit the Yucatan Peninsula before its final leg in the Gulf of Mexico that will likely include impacts in eastern Mexico and Texas. Hurricane Beryl brought damaging strong wind gusts, storm surge, and damaging waves to the Cayman Islands this morning as the storm's core passed over the southern part of the islands. A hurricane warning remains in effect for the Cayman Islands and parts of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, including Costa Maya, Tulum, Cozumel, and Cancun.
Fenómeno, Felipe. Está ahí el fenómeno. Está ahí.
A tropical storm warning and tropical storm warning are in effect for Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, north of Cancun and south of Costa Maya.
Yo, I said let me off me glad the goalie, man. Watch it.
Está ahí, señores. En vivo. En vivo.
A tropical storm warning is in effect for northern Belize as far south as Belize City. Residents in the Cayman Islands should remain in safe shelter until the storm passes. Areas under a hurricane warning in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula must immediately complete preparations. Beryl will move west to northwest in the Caribbean Sea throughout the remainder of the week.
Two more dogs them here. Where the blood clot so much dog come from? Alright, pan watch out.
Although the storm will eventually lose some of its intensity due to increasingly hostile wind shear, it will still pose considerable danger.
Atención, señores, miren, está ahí ya.
Although conditions will worsen Thursday evening, Beryl is expected to make landfall as a hurricane in Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula early Friday, from the border of Belize and Costa Maya to Cozumel. Storm flooding, potentially damaging strong winds and heavy rain may occur. Heavy rain and strong wind gusts will continue on the Yucatan Peninsula through Friday. Beryl is expected to turn northwest after emerging in the southwest Gulf of Mexico late Friday. Beryl will emerge in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico late Friday or early Saturday after being directed by a high-pressure heat dome over the southeastern U.S. There remains uncertainty regarding Beryl's future once in the Gulf of Mexico. The upper-level heat dome over the southeastern U.S. will weaken and retreat off the southeastern coast, leaving a gap between it and the western U.S. heat dome. Therefore, Beryl is expected to move slightly northwestward over the western Gulf of Mexico, eastern Mexico, or South Texas Gulf Coast early Sunday or Monday. It is possible that Beryl will slow down on approach to or after landing. Beryl will lose strength when it reaches the southwestern Gulf due to wind shear and land interactions. However, this storm could still have significant impacts on the Gulf Coast as either a tropical storm or hurricane. It is estimated that there will be further strengthening before its final landing. For now, residents along the Gulf Coast from eastern Mexico to Texas should closely monitor weather forecast updates and prepare plans for the storm. Long before Beryl, onshore winds could cause increased surf, backflow, and coastal flooding along parts of the Gulf Coast from eastern Mexico to Texas and western Louisiana starting as early as Saturday, continuing well after Beryl's final landfall. The threat of backflow could even extend further east along the northern Gulf Coast. Hurricane Beryl downgraded to a Category 3 hurricane as it approached the Cayman Islands on Thursday after passing south of Jamaica on Wednesday, according to the National Hurricane Center. The Miami-based National Hurricane Center said Thursday morning that conditions in the Cayman Islands were deteriorating, and strong winds, dangerous storm surge, and damaging waves were expected there in the morning. Although expected to weaken slightly over the next day or two, the extremely dangerous Beryl was still at major hurricane strength as it passed over Jamaica, the center said. Rain accompanied by strong winds pounded the island for hours as residents heeded authorities' calls to take shelter until the storm passed. Power was out in most of the capital, Kingston. As of 5 a.m. Thursday, the center of Hurricane Beryl was about 55 miles southeast of Grand Cayman Island with maximum sustained winds of 120 miles per hour, the Hurricane Center said. The storm was moving west-northwestward at 20 miles per hour with hurricane-force winds extending approximately 45 miles from the storm's center. Beryl is forecast to pass south of the Cayman Islands overnight at major hurricane strength or near major hurricane strength and remain a hurricane when it reaches Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula late Thursday or early Friday, according to the Hurricane Center. Major hurricane strength is defined as a Category 3 hurricane or higher, meaning a maximum sustained wind speed of at least 111 miles per hour, while a hurricane has a maximum sustained wind speed of at least 74 miles per hour.
Bye.